Hey, what's up, my friends? I have a cool quote for you today. Our world hangs like a magnificent jewel in the vastness of space. Every one of us is a part of that jewel, a facet of that jewel, and in the perspective of infinity, our differences are infinitesimal. More on that and who said it after this.
It's such a good feeling to know you're alive. It's such a happy feeling. You're growing inside, and when you wake up, ready to say, I think I'll make a snappy new day. It's such a good feeling, a very good feeling. The feeling you know that I'll be back when the day is new. And I'll have more ideas for you. And you'll have things you'll want to talk about. I will too. You always make each day such a special day. You know how? By just your being you. Only one person in the whole world like you. That's you yourself. I'll be back next time. Bye-bye.
Okay, so who said this? Our world hangs like a magnificent jewel in the vastness of space. Every one of us is a part of that jewel, a facet of that jewel, and in the perspective of infinity, our differences are infinitesimal. One guess. Wasn't a great scientist, wasn't Albert Einstein, it was Fred Rogers. Great guess if you got it right, which is why this award means so much to me, the Fred Rogers Memorial Scholarship, because the people who worked with and knew Fred and share that sentiment see something in me and my work, and that's why this means so much to me. Our Earth is an interesting place to call home. Fascinating. If you brought the Earth down to this size and then shrunk everything else in the universe down to scale, then our galaxy, the Milky Way, would be the size of the actual Earth. So this globe, compared to the actual planet Earth, is huge. Think about it. Have you ever taken a vacation? Ever taken a flight from one city to another? Imagine taking a flight from your city to Africa. How many houses do you pass over? How many stadiums? How many highways and little cars on the highway? How many of these globes do you think you would pass over on that flight? 1,000,000? 1,000,000,000? Well, that's how our planet floats through the vastness of the universe. But get this, we're the only life forms found so far. In fact, conditions had to be just right on Earth for life to have formed at all. A fraction of a degree in temperature variance would result in no life having formed at all. So what am I saying? I think we're miracles, pregnant with possibility as immense as the vast universe in which we float. So, what are we going to do? Are we going to figure out ways to mitigate hate and discrimination? Can we each do our part to make Earth a more pleasant and positive place to live? I'll show you a trick. I like to think of us as a pack of cards. Okay, we're all different on the front, different faces, but the same back. A lot of different faces, but the same back. Okay? But if you think about Fred Rogers' quote that our differences are infinitesimal, then we start to see that perhaps we have more in common than we thought. Watch. And just like that, all the cards have changed colors from a red deck to a blue deck. So, considering we're the only unique miraculous creations floating in our vast universe, what are we going to do to make this place an even more special place? I'd love to know your thoughts. I'd love to see your comments down below on how we can demonstrate love to our neighbor, especially considering all the horrendous and tragic things we've been seeing in the news lately. Despite all the bad stuff, can we still demonstrate love? Can we still mitigate hate and crime? How can we do that? I think it takes a conversation, and your voice needs to be heard. Well, that's it for me. I love you very much. See you next week.